Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we discuss culture. So first we discuss the introduction of culture. Culture is one of the important concepts in sociology. Its significance in sociology is quite different from everybody. Popular meaning of culture. No human society can exist and develop without its culture. The main difference between the animal and human societies is of culture only. Animal societies have no culture because they do not have the system of learning and transmitting social experience. Socialists, sorry, Sociologists are keenly interested in the study of culture because the study of human society is incomplete without it. So first we discuss the definition of culture. Different sociologists have differently defined the term culture. First definition of culture is that complex whole which include knowledge, belief, art, moral, law, custom, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of society. Second definition is culture is symbolic, cumulative, and progressive process. Third definition is man-made part of environment is the culture. Fourth definition is culture is social heredity which is transmitted from one generation to another with the accumulation of individual experience. And the last definition is culture is the way of life which is transmitted from generation to generation. Now we discuss the conclusion of the whole reading which we discuss. So here the conclusion of um, culture, that is, on the basis of the above definition we can conclude that culture is the design, pattern, way and procedure of different activities which the members of a society follow and transmit it from generation to generation. Now we discuss the characteristic of culture. From the definition it becomes clear that sociologically culture has specific meaning and characteristic. It is the product of human behavior and gaining knowledge through group. It is the system of learned behavior and set procedure. Some of the silent characteristic of culture are as under. First is culture is learned. Most of the behavior is learned in society. This learning might be conscious or unconscious, but nobody can deny the process deny the process of learning. Next characteristic is social concept. Culture is not an individual concept, but on the other hand it is social concept. It does not relate to individual behavior but concern group behavior. Third characteristic is culture is actually shared. All the traits, attitudes, ideas, knowledge, and material objects like radio, television, and automobiles, etc., is actually shared by members of society. Next, fourth characteristic is culture is transmitted. All the cultural traits and objects are transmitted among the members of society continually. Most of the cultural trait and material objects are transmitted to the members of society from their forefathers. Fifth characteristic is culture is ever changing. Culture never remains static but changing. It is changing in every society but with different speed and causes. It constantly undergoes change and adapt itself to the environment. Sixth characteristic is culture is accumulative. Culture is not a matter of a month or a year. It is transmitted from one generation to the next. The new cultural elements are added up as need arise. The seventh characteristic is linked with the past. Culture is communicated and transmitted from one generation to the next. It has a link with the past because it has come from the past. Without past, culture would not have survived. And the last characteristic of culture is culture manifests man's mind. Culture manifests man minds in varying mood in the charging course of history. What kind of changes occurs in the human behavior? Culture represents those changes. So if you understand these notes, please like my video and also share my video with your friends, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get new updates. Thank you.